Hey guys, welcome back to the print room. I'm Gerald. Today, we're gonna show you that process does matter, okay? We're gonna do two different ways. We're going to print using conveyor system only. Slight heat press before we print, of course. And then the other way we're gonna do is heat press only. We're gonna print on those shirts and then show you the difference in vibrancy and how that image looks. We're gonna use a spectro to measure the L value. We'll kind of talk about that later for education purposes, but we're just gonna show that process matters. So don't always compare yourself to other shops. Every shop is slightly different. You can't use the same settings that every other shop uses. You do have to do like your own tweaking and find out what works for you. But in this video, we're just gonna show you that there is a difference. There's little tweaks that you can make to make it better, but sometimes there is equipment that you'll get just more optimum results, such as, I do believe, using forced air conveyor system, you will get the best results with DTG no matter what. But let's see how much of a difference it actually is through the two methods. So we're using Gildan 5000 black, basic shirt, great one just to use some testing. We do have set up right now Firebird Gen 3 in our setup, and we are gonna lay down roughly 14, we're doing a 14 by 16 area, and we're gonna lay down about 26 grams of pre-treatment. Yep, gonna do about 26 grams. That's basically what I do, 25 to 27 on the Gildan 5000. And we're gonna use, the same we have, multiple pre-treaters, but we're gonna keep everything the same. Same pre-treater, same printer out there, just so there's no variables. So this first one, I'm gonna throw on the conveyor so I can get down. We'll do the second one up, and then this one we're gonna go straight to the heat press. Now the heat press, we're gonna do it on our manual press. We have it at 357, because if you're a shop that just has one or two presses and you wanna keep it at what it is, the cure ink, and we have Brother here, so that's 357, then we're gonna keep it at 357 to see what the results is. Now, if you have multiple heat presses, you can do like 330 on one and then 357 on the other. So we're gonna take this and go over to the press. Okay. So just gonna do with the high temperature amount we sprayed Gildan, just gonna do the little kiss press. If you watch our other video, you know what a kiss press is. Boom, steams out, straight it a little bit, and press. Okay. So we have our fusion here set at 330 for the shirt that comes out. Let me get my device started to be connected. This is what the spectro is. Yeah, spectro just helps you measure white vibrancy, helps measure if you're trying to find a specific color, you do it over the color. People use it for painting walls and painting cars and all different stuff. So almost dry, not totally there yet. Let me hit it for a little bit more. Okay, we got that all connected for when it's ready to go. Need about another 5 seconds here. Okay, so we're gonna take it, we got it loaded up. Did the wrong side of the shirt, wanted to do the back, but hey, this is just for the video, so it's okay. It's okay. It'll all be okay. Nothing to stress about, it's a t-shirt. So we got this printing. So if you do know the GTX Graphics Lab, we're just printing it at a standard 6.3, no color pause, no double layer white, just a 6.3 black background. Okay. Now this I got 330 at 40 PSI. Okay. The manual heat press was a 6 to 7, which may be a smidgen more than the 40 PSI, maybe closer to 45, 50. But I like 40. It's what I like to do with my setup. Once again, we have a forced air Chiossi doing our pre-treat. Then we have gas-fed forced air Tesoma curing our inks, okay? A little bit of lint. So I want to use the same machine. So this will take few more seconds, but the Spectro here, we got, just a little cap on it just to talk about it while we're waiting. And then, basically a little bit camera right there, and you just put that section over what you want to measure, right? So you do have to have like a certain size graphic to measure it, but, and you just download an app. You just download an app and then it's on your phone, and then you can start like comparing. Like, we haven't done anything yet, but maybe you have like 2 different reds, you can compare it. It'll give you your RGB values, HSB. I mean, if you really know CMYK, if you really know about color profiling, it could really help you out in finding that right color. We mainly just use it here to measure our white, to see how white something is, because everybody's eyes are different. I wear contacts, you wear glasses, you have perfect vision, right? So we got a pretty nice print here, okay? So I'm just gonna get this one started first real quick. Okay, I'm gonna heat press this one. Actually did a little crooked, just make sure we're good. Okay, now I'm gonna get the parchment paper, right? Gotta do the parchment when you're heat pressing the ink, even if you have that Teflon cover, right? I'm going to adjust this. I never do high pressure with ink in a heat press. I want it to be a 0 to a 1. So I'm still at a 0. It feels like there's pressure. I don't want to go anymore. Might have to adjust it a little bit, but I can't pull the paper out, so there's definitely enough pressure, even though it still says 0. That right there is just experience, to be honest with you. If you can't pull your paper out, there's definitely pressure and it shouldn't be 0. So we need to recalibrate our manual press. We mainly use the Fusion, but that's a heads up. Okay, so paper came off, no ink stuck to it. All done, okay? So now we have our cured shirt. We'll lay our shirt right here. Now we definitely could have used a little bit more ink. With this, you can kind of see that the white ink is not perfectly even. If the camera can pick it up, it's, maybe not, but it's not perfectly even. Part of that is you're using a heat press and you're pushing the ink into the shirt, okay? Where with the conveyor, you're just kind of curing it and it's nice and level. So that right there would tell me either A, add more, sorry guys, here's my dog who wanted to get in the video real quick. Here's Sophie. You might have seen her in some other videos. She's growing and getting big, so take the journey with us, okay? She's a cutie pie, except for when she bites your nose. But she's super sweet. She's our sweet Sophie, and everybody at the shop loves her, right? Okay, you got your video time. She just ate and now wants to play. But let me get this. So this got done, right? Same exact looking print, but for press. I'm gonna get this on the conveyor, okay? Because that's gonna take 3 minutes and 10 seconds, okay? So what that tells me is either A, add more ink, right, to make up for what got pushed through. Add more ink, go to a 7.3. B, go even less pressure on the heat press. Now, you can't do too little bit of less pressure because you want to make sure that the ink cures, okay? Sophie, we're making a video. Thank you. You don't want to do too little bit of less pressure because you want to make sure that the ink cures. So if you're hovering it on the heat press or you're barely touching it, you might have to hit it for a little bit longer or up the temperature a little bit more, okay? But we wanted to kind of keep it basic of what the standard manual from a manufacturer would say, and that's what we did, okay? Because you do want to make sure it washes well. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this off. I'm going to put it in the panda's head because I have space there, okay? And then I'm basically just going to hit scan, okay? So the L right there, it says 89.52, okay? Then what we can do is, you might want to just say, oh, let me move it. Let me take another spot and take the average. And I'm going to hit scan sample, which is basically like comparing two of them. I got a 90.43. So it's almost 1 L value more. So I would say we're about a 90. Now with my print shop here, we basically don't let anything leave the shop if it's under a 91. A lot of what we do is a 92. So basically, in short terms, without going in depth, but you can Google it to find out what your more about L value, but it's how much light reflection there is. So I'm gonna do this on the black shirt, and I'm gonna hit scans standard, and you're gonna see it's gonna drop down to like 19.78, because basically it's black now. The light doesn't bounce off the same, right? Light bounces off like a white, boom, you get like blinded with it, so it's higher. So I think the brightest paint, DuPont makes the brightest paint, and it's like a 96 point something, and that's like just stupid white. There's nothing that's 100 L value. A lot of screen printing, if you're really good at screen printing, would be like a 93, maybe a 94 if you're doing double hits and it's really thick. But that's your L value. It's showing you how vibrant and white it is. This tool helps you understand like what really is that vibrancy, what are the different shirts value. Let me see, shirt's not out yet. So, you know, we might look at a shirt and be like, oh, is that white good enough? We'll take the L value of it. Hey, it's a 91. Yeah, it's good enough. That's a good value for when the customer sees it. So it's also a great tool if you're testing like new shirts. Hey, oh yeah, I'm gonna try the Bella Canvas Tri-Blend. I'm gonna try the Next Level CVC. I'm gonna try some new California brand that came out, right? You could do your pre-treatment, you can print it at a setting, and then instead of somebody saying like, oh, I think this is good, is this better, is that better, will this be passed? Boom, you just take this, take the L value. Hey, what's my L value? Oh, we got a 93. Well, you can keep it at that. You could back down your ink some, you could back your pre-treatment down some to save money. Or you could keep it at that and you wanna have a super vibrant print. So it's a cool little tool. I think they're like 250 bucks. And it just kind of help if you're a shop that wants to do testing, if you're a shop that wants to kind of streamline and we need everything to always be looking the same. It's a tool where you measure and you can just say without taking human error out of the factor. So this guy is right to the end. So I'm gonna walk down there, grab it and come right back. Yep, just came out. Nice and crispy and hot, like a, I don't know, Pop-Tart, Tostito, I don't know. So right off the bat, I could tell it's better because it's smoother, okay, compared to the other one. We'll add like a side-by-side, like snip it in the corner like those fancy editor people can do. So yeah, we got the sample is 90.43. That's from there. So I'm gonna take this guy. Let's do him on the stomach because that's where the 94 came, or I'm sorry, the 90.4 came on the other one. So scan standard, okay. And 92.12. You see it right there. We got 92 versus a 90.4. So we're 2 L values better. And that's a big difference, especially once you start getting up like above 89, 2 L values makes a big difference in gap. Now, if you're at a 70 and a 72, they're both gonna look horrible trash. If you're at an 80 or 82, they're gonna look like trash. But an 88 to a 90, you're like, wow, there's a big difference. Or a 90 to a 92, you're like, wow, there's a big difference. So we're done talking about the L values because we could talk about that for an hour. You saw the difference right there. We did conveyor system with one with a slight press through another conveyor, forced air. We did not do infrared. That would be another variable. You know, infrared would fall in between these two aspects right here. But you clearly see the difference. Hey, I only heat pressed it. We got a little bit lesser. You're pushing pre-treat through. You're pushing the ink into the shirt. Now, could I get that L value on this shirt here up to a 91? 100% absolutely. I would lower the pressure when I did the pre-treatment, but hit it for a little bit longer time. I'd lower the pressure for when I did the ink curing and hit it for a little bit longer time, and that would bring it up to a 91. Not sure if I would get to a 92 though. But this video was to show you that process does matter. If you want to grow your shop and you want to be the best at it, right? Sometimes you got to change your equipment. Sometimes with the equipment you have, you're only going to get to a certain level, right? But by adding some new equipment, learning more, you'll get past that level and achieve the next level. So I think that's it for this video. If you got any questions, comment below, hit us up. We appreciate it. I hope this video helped you, and have a great one.